yeah, we'll have plenty to say about all these, and we get to the mummy, and it's like,
I just can't see anything.
right? Just can't see.
Yeah.
Like the details are invisible.
Yeah, man.
Man.
Yeah. It's like they're invisible, man.
Man.
Invisible man.
Speaking of... Oh, we're so clever.
We are so... This isn't rehearsed at all.
No, absolutely.
They're going to think we rehearsed this now.
No,
that's kind of sad.
Oh,
please don't think we rehearsed this podcast. Like,
absolutely. This is completely improvisational, aside from all the topics and our dynamic as individuals.
The closest we have to rehearsal is just like how we talk to each other when the camera isn't rolling.
100%.
It's a lot of murder, a lot of smacking.
Absolutely, the best kind. Anyway, oof.
Oh yeah.
Now, much like the Invisible Man, you didn't see that coming.
I did too. I just didn't do anything about it. Much like the Invisible Man.
This one legitimately, I would say, is my favorite of the movies.
I'm listening.
I think Claude Rains is just fucking awesome as the Invisible
Claude
Man.
Rains is great.
His performance is fantastic. I really enjoy the story, just like everything that happens. There are moments in the movie that I legitimately think are just absolutely hilarious. When he's just like terrorizing the townspeople
as a floating t-shirt.
Yep.
Or dress shirt.
Yep. Just throwing bicycles around, and also I think it's got some of the most creative filmmaking as well with how they had to film a lot of that stuff. Like the optical effects to pull off when he's taking the wrapping off and it's the one I enjoy watching the most from a filmmaking perspective and just a story perspective. So for me, I really like it.
My relationship with the Invisible Man is a very complex and winding story. Like most things that I watch, apparently.
Checks out.
Because my first experience with the Invisible Man was Abbott and Costello's Invisible Man.
Do they do stooge antics with the Invisible Man?
I mean, they're not stooges, but kind of, yeah.
Yeah. Because I feel like that could be a fun.
I feel like you're going to really enjoy when we get to the Abbott and Costello era of this.
Oh, absolutely. When they stop giving a shit.
They're like, yeah, let's make fun of this now.
Mm-hmm.
So that was my first encounter with it. Then I read the book. Because I was a nerd.
Which is a very different story from what I gathered.
I had two different books. I had one that was the actual novel, and then I had another one that was the novel kind of dumbed down for kids, but not... They didn't censor it at all. They just, they simplified it, so, the words were there. But it was still, I have a few of those types of books, and, it's really cool. It's a really good tool for kids.
Yeah.
And that's where I've always kind of been bugged a little bit by the Invisible Man interpretations that we've got. Because the closest one we've got is Hollow Man to an accurate adaptation.
The Kevin Bacon
The Kevin Bacon Hollow Man, yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Because essentially, and the Invisible Man, the Universal one is actually, it's pretty close, but there's some things they didn't do, the fact that when he eats things, you see the food. The food doesn't just disappear. It stays, anything he ingests afterwards. You get to watch the food digest.
Well, I think that's, they get around that in the original movie by just, they never, show anyone around him when he's eating.
This is kind of interesting, though, because that would mean you also see it turn into poo. I've never thought about this until now.
Well, that's, because anything inside of him would have...
Oh, no, because what it is the food gets broken down and then absorbed into his body, and then you don't see it anymore.
Yeah, so
they do address that.
You would not...
You don't just see floating poop.
Does that mean his shits are invisible? That'd be very difficult.
Oh, what did I step in? I don't see anything.
Did I wipe enough? I don't know.
We're just gonna say he just never pooped.
The power to rule. To have others wipe away my shit.
These
are the questions, ladies and gentlemen.
But it just like the original one it's silly at points. It gets really really silly and it's
Oh
less
yeah,
terrifying.
because he's losing his mind. Like,
But that's the thing, and that's why I'm saying Hollow Man handled that really well because like Kevin Bacon, it was the same thing
hmm?
where he loses his mind, but it's genuinely terrifying.
Yeah, like he's more directly antagonistic, and he doesn't. Hmm?
Nothing.
Um, dig- um, whereas like with the Claude Rains ones, he talks a big game about like wanting to rule the world and everything, but there's
But
a
he
lot
talks
of
about wanting to get better as well, and like
yeah, like there's a lot of meandering that he does, but like again, I chalk that up to just like his mental condition deteriorating as time goes on, and the longer he's invisible.
well, and that's where I do like the idea of that type of character being also a victim of their own hubris, right?
Yeah,
They want to be invisible, they want to unlock the secret, and then that secret drives them mad.
mm-hmm.
And I like that. I like that angle.
Yeah,
And that's explained in most of them. It's not in The Invisible Woman, which is a fun romp.
can we talk about just like the wasted potential of like both of the like main Invisible Man sequels?
There's more than two.
Though, like I'm thinking of the like because the ones we've watched, like Invisible Agent and the Invisible Woman, both have pretty decent potential as far as like a story you could tell is concerned, especially Invisible Agent. But it feels like they didn't do a lot with the concept of like, well, what if we had like an invisible guy go into like Nazi Germany and be
That's
like,
because at the end of the day, that film was just propaganda. That's all
oh,
it was.
100%. But like, it's a that's a cool concept for a sequel that could have been really good, but they did not do anything with it. You know, and Invisible Woman, they just are like
Just blatant sexism.
blatant
across the board.
sexism. They didn't try.
A woman can't be scary,
It's-
even though we had Bride of Frankenstein
Yeah.
and Dracula's daughter.
Ah, it's a movie about a dame. It's gotta be funny. Let's have her make jokes.
That's pretty much it.
Can she still do the dishes if she's invisible? This is what I want. No.
Yeah, that was basically the movie.
It's not good.
It's funny. It is funny.
Absolutely.
We laughed a lot.
But not always for the reasons that I think the filmmakers wanted us to.
Not
laugh.
with the movie.
No, absolutely. Like, yeah, The Invisible Woman's a wash. I would not watch it. Like, but Invisible Agent, it's just like, yeah, again, it was war propaganda, and it was not an effective movie, and could have been done much better.
You want to remake it? Go right ahead.
100%. And I feel like with the, like, again, I have not seen the new one yet, but I feel like they 100% could do something with that concept if they wanted to. But who knows? Who knows what they're going to
Invisible Man killing Nazis.
Yep.
I mean, again, I'm just pro with them killing Nazis.
Absolutely. Yeah. But no, like I said, that is easily my favorite of the ones we talked about so far.
And have you watched the remake yet or no?
I just said I hadn't watched it yet.
Oh, I didn't catch that.
No, it's on the docket. I've heard really good things. I know it's not a formula anymore and it's a suit, but like I want to be open to like the story that they're wanting to tell with it.
I'm not.
I know you're not. You're also not like.
Look, I read the story. I read what happens, and they could have handled it way better. They could have done an actual feelings. I haven't seen the movie. I'm gonna keep them to myself.
No, for sure.
Gotta sit on my hands and just
Sit on your hands. Yep. I mean, there's nothing to growl about.
We'll move on that quickly.
I mean, like, what? Like, do you want to talk about? Want to talk about Hollow Man some more?
You leave Hollow Man alone. Hollow Man is fine. Have you seen Hollow Man?
I haven't seen Hollow Man.
You would like it.
You think so?
I think you would enjoy it.
Like, yeah, I mean, it's Kevin Bacon, so like, I probably wouldn't.
Look, I expressed why I disliked the idea of the remake. Why you have a holdout against Hollow Man?
I don't have a holdout against it. I just haven't seen it yet. Like, it's like that weird like It's like that other Body Snatchers movie. Like, I want to give it a shot. I just haven't seeked it out at all.
I think I own it.
The one where it's like in a military bunker.
Yeah.
You're like, I want to give it a shot. I just haven't.
Like, think the Invisible Man through the lens of Deep Blue Sea.
That paints a pretty clear picture, actually.
Sounds like something you'd enjoy, though, right?
Yeah, absolutely. That sounds
you
great.
like Deep Blue Sea, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Now just replace the killer sharks with
Kevin Bacon.
yeah.
And really, now I just.
You want Jaws with Kevin Bacon?
No, I have this image of like there's a scene where the shark like has the guy, he's like gonna throw him into the glass, but it's just Kevin Bacon swimming up.
Kevin Bacon.
Yep. 5 degrees.
6 degrees.
6 degrees? It's 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon?
Yes.
Fair enough. Just rewatch Tremors. That's also a really good Universal monster movie.
It's not part of this.
It's not part of
It
it.
is not part of this.
Tremors is really good and you should watch it, but we're not discussing that with this series here. But yes. Well, is there anything else to mention? Like,
I'm just shocked you've never seen Hollow Man.
I'll get to it. I will get to Hollow Man. Maybe I'll do.
I'm shocked.
I'll do a double feature.
Have you seen Flatliners?
No, I haven't seen Flatliners.
Do you hate Kevin Bacon?
I don't hate Kevin Bacon. I have Friday the 13th on 4K. I don't hate Kevin Bacon. Oh wait, do I have it on 4K? No,
Friday the 13th on 4K.
I don't think I do.
I also just need to make sure Kevin Bacon is actually in Flatliners.
Yes,
he is. Do you hate Kevin Bacon?
I have.
You're not going to watch the Guardians Holiday Special this year, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Because Kevin Bacon. Heaven Bacon.
Heaven Bacon.
That's what my mom used to call him.
Well then.
Because Kevin Bacon is not in it, or is in it.
Listen, is there a montage of the?
Wait, have you seen Footloose?
Yes, of course I've seen Footloose. I was just about to mention Footloose. I was asked if there was a montage in Hollow Man of him dancing in a warehouse, but he's invisible, so it's just empty shots of him.
And you just hear sneakers sliding on the floor.
No, there's no music or anything. It sounds like a Skechers commercial.
Nike.
Nike?
Yeah, you're thinking like the basketball commercial?
Yes.
Yeah, that's Nike. I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Comment down below if it's Skechers or Nike. Anyway.
They don't need to comment down below because I can literally just...
We're gonna get copyright struck if you play that. Is this entertaining for you guys?
We'll see.
Is this doing anything for you?
So Invisible Man. Yeah, he's great, but not my favorite.
Fair enough.